absolutely hate Spectrum. Is the absolute worst. I absolutely hate it. It sucks. I hate it. I want it to die. I want it to die. I want it to die. Before it died, the best thing to do for the first phase is parry, it seems. At least whenever possible. Okay, wait, I'm alive. I didn't know I was alive. Can you parry him with gunshots? I don't know, whoever said you have to parry him is a fucking liar. He's a liar, I hate it. I'm gonna go with the strategy that I was gonna go with, which is friggin' using the whirligig saw. Yeah, they're like, you have to parry him for the first phase. Like, motherfucker. I just tried parrying him a couple times and it didn't really... It seemed like it stunned him, like, once. Y'all are liars, and because I'm a YouTuber, I'm just going to pretend that y'all are liars. No, I'm kidding. In actuality, I'm most likely doing it wrong, but... And I fell. I mean, it's not like I had many echoes to lose, so... I'm free to speak my mind anywhere. I need to go back and friggin' update the thing. I need to update the... Or I need to get rid of the other thing. The failed attempt of this stream. I'll do that in a minute. I was supposed to make a thumbnail and update the title for the Dark Souls stream I did the other day, but... I just was not mentally feeling it that day. Nice try, homeboy. I don't know, I guarantee you I'm doing the parry mechanic wrong, but it's fine. Run here. Down the ladder. This way. Stop here, get some stamina. Left. Then right. Down here. Straight this way. Past all the children. To go fight the big child. Okay. Now trying again with my strategy, not with the stinky internet strategy. You have to parry him. No, I'm gonna do it my way. Hug you. Ow. Ow. Wee. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Oh god. I'm just the friggin' Bloodborne equivalent of CPS. Didn't even hit me, nerd. Come on. I did not know that could still hit me that close. Oh, you're out, Cutesy. I was gonna take you out a little bit ago. Cutesy's one of the dogs here. I was gonna take you out a bit ago, but you were trapped in that scary room and I couldn't let you out. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Must do reset. He has such a wide range of motion, too. That's what also makes him really hard. I feel like if his attacks didn't have such range, this would not be nearly as difficult. I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing out the fact that his attacks are so ranged.
He also has chicken strips still, apparently.
I knew he had those, I know we didn't have any popcorn chicken left.
I'll run to the store today and grab some if anything.
Oh, damn. Oh well. Okay, so this is another question I'm gonna ask. Does he... Can you parry him with backstabs, but I can somewhat do bullet parries? I just tried to crack my finger and my wrist cracked. I'm a broken human being. Trevin Pro, one of my homies, literally friggin' beat Orphan first try and struggled more on the final boss, technically. Well, if I remember correctly, this was the technicality of it. Ooh, I was not paying attention. I was looking at the dogs because I thought they were going to start walking on my laptop. So, Orphan of Kos, by technicality, could and could not be the final boss, because he, if I remember correctly, I don't know if you have to fight him, but Lawrence the First Vicar, in my mind, is the final DLC boss. But depending on how your playthrough goes, it could be the Orphan. Trevin Pro beat Orphan of Kos first try and struggled more with Lawrence than he did with the Orphan, which... I knew I was going to struggle with the Orphan. There were a few bosses that, I knew I was going to have really, like, bad times with. And Orphan definitely was at the top of my list. Even while I was going through the main game, I'm like, if I ever buy the DLC, I know the Orphan is going to be a fun-ass time. Oh, I do have fire paper. Okay. Let me try that. I'm going to go with the blade this time, because if I'm going to try parrying, then I want to have something quick. Alright. I need to learn when to fire bullets. I almost got it, but then I immediately messed it up. Okay, hold on. I'm not entirely sure if I did. This is my first time ever playing through the DLC, so I'm not entirely sure where all the shortcuts are. Fuck you! My god, I do nothing to him. I leveled up my strength like 5 times since the last time I tried him, and I still do nothing. Okay, well that time he just whiffed. Alright, thanks for that. I hit him. That was weird. Alright, I vaguely understand it. I'm getting better. I also equipped the rune that makes it so whenever I do a visceral attack, I regain health. Specifically for this fight. Fuck you. Just because I can. Okay, that didn't work. Maybe I can't parry every attack. Because I got into that habit where I thought every single attack could be parried. Oh! I'm gonna turn to Mickey Mouse again. Yeah, this timing. Oh, Jesus, I can't get greedy. Shit. He is feeding me my goddamn vegetables right now. When is the special window? So it's literally like, okay, it's literally as he like is about to initiate the attack. There is a special window. I just gotta find it. That was not it. I think the bullet just missed. This is the furthest I've ever gotten to this point, so... Should not have done that. Should not have done that. I should have just ran away and healed again. That was entirely a bad judgment call. I thought I could maybe get a few more hits in. That was a very bad judgment call.
Not gonna lie, while I'm out grabbing more popcorn chicken, I might swing over to the dollar store.
What for?
More Arizona.
Okay.
Because the other ones I have caffeine in it.
Fire. And so for the longest time, my mental state was, I get close to them, and the second they initiate...
The rest of them. Alright. QC, come here. Come here!
Okay, are we back?
Not you. Nobody asked you.
I think we're back.
Get closer. Not you. You're not coming out, so fuck off.
I'm just putting that in chat for the sake, because I know with the way the connection is at the moment, if I try and actually say it, it's not all going to come through properly. But yeah, bear with me because the internet's terrible. But anyway, as I was saying, for the longest time, my mental state with the parry window is like, okay, when they raise their arm and their arm is at the peak of its height, then fire the bullet. But with Orphan of Kos, from what it seems like, it's still the same mechanic, but I have to be way later with when I fire. Like his heart, instead of his arm being at its apex, ow, his arm has to actually be like already on its way down. I know that sounds really insignificant, but mentally for me I'm gonna have to play it even more risky than I usually do. Because there are a few enemies in the game that I could safely parry reliably almost every time. But with him, I'm not gonna call it broken because it's not. I'm just saying it seems like a way smaller window to where I can actually fire the bullet than most enemies. It's just going to be a weird mental switch that I have to flip. It's very doable. I got way further than I ever have on any of my other runs that time, but I just have to learn when to not go for greedy hits and when to just safely back away and use a blood vial. Because I'm used to hunter fights. Like, one-on-one hunter fights are my biggest strength in this game, because the parry window for me is the easiest to remember, and a lot of them you can stagger with light attacks. So after I land a successful parry, I can roll forward and immediately land like 5 light hits with almost no chance of retaliation. And there's like a good flow to them, but with this, it's so much different. Alright. I thought bolt paper would be a better choice, but maybe not, I don't know. Okay, that didn't work. Maybe that attack is not parryable. As I immediately try and do it again. Back up, back up. I think only his light swings might be parryable. I say light swings, but I think only his like normal attacks are parryable. Okay, that stunned him, but it didn't actually visceral him, that's the thing. Alright, it's just gonna be a huge mental learning curve, but I'll get it. Okay, that was not successful.
So I can let you go. Come here.
Oh boy. This is not... Wait. Yeah, he is wiping the fucking floor with me right now. Holy. I could just do what I did the first time, which is just, like, come in, dodge to the side, do a couple swings, then dodge back and repeat. I'm not very smart, so, like, I can't look at an attack and be like, oh, that's this one, get away, unless it's super slow. Hi.
Hey, I wanted a mouth push.
Sure thing. wrong spot at first.
Yeah, I know, you were on my arm. I knew what you were trying to do, though.
I think the only well-known example of a boss attack that I can actually tell is coming is the one Margot does, where she does like the diagonal swing, I guess I'm gonna call it. It's like an upward swing, but it comes in from the side. And I can see that she like is about to start the swing, because it kind of starts slow, but then it speeds up really quickly near the end. And that little period of slowness, I can say, alright, I know what attack she's doing, and I know what direction I need to dodge in. Sir, can you help me, please? Hello? Push harder, I'm stuck. Oh, bye. He's down there now. Can you just stop shooting lightning at me and help me? I can't do anything. Well, I can switch what item is in my quick slot. I can't even pause the game. I literally can't even pause the game. Oh, there we go. There we go. It fixed itself. I was scared I was gonna have to restart the game because that would end the stream. It fixed itself eventually.
Baby.
Yeah.
I think Google may have lied.
Oh?
Well, looking at the Arizona, it doesn't say anything about containing caffeine.
I have no idea. You know, I rarely ever experience glitches in this game, but I know they do happen. Oh, that was sick. I think that's the first major bug I've experienced. There was a clip that I saved, I might re-upload it to like Patreon or something, but there was a clip I saved where I was farming for blood vials in the Hypogean Gal, however you pronounce it. Okay, don't do the same thing again, please. Okay, thank you. You're coming down with me, buddy. But I was farming for blood vials in the Hypogean Gal, and I like did a thrust attack on a pig near a wall, and I pushed him out of the wall partially somehow. He kept trying to attack me, but I did another light attack, and I pushed him so far that he just kind of fell out of the map. But the only problem was that pig had my blood vials on him, and I thought I wouldn't be able to retrieve them. But maybe, I think, about 5 minutes later, he must have hit a death barrier. So I wasn't aware if I was going to be able to actually get them back, but thankfully they respawned on another enemy. The Lady Maria fight was definitely hard, but I think also in my defense I was extremely underleveled because I did no damage, all of her attacks almost insta-killed me, and I feel like I was probably underleveled for the whole thing. So I went back, I leveled maybe like 5 times in just strength and endurance, and I came back and the fight went a decent bit smoother. The funny thing is, even before I got leveled up higher, I was doing really well, because as I said, I think my strong suit in this game are hunter on hunter fights. I think that's my biggest strong suit. Oh god. I was healing, fuck you. Was the Lady Maria fight as hard as something like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of another fight in the main game that I had like a really difficult time with. I didn't struggle with Gehrman. Or Gehrman, I guess. Because I killed Gehrman, I think, 3rd try on the stream. Once I figured him out, it was pretty easy. Oh boy. I'm still trying to get a parry, and I don't know why. Again, I need to learn when to stop going for hits and to just retreat. Wait! No, I didn't... Damn it. I realized way too late that he was stunned and I couldn't do anything about it. Shit. Man... I mean, that doesn't upset me, but, like, that sucks, because I didn't even realize I had a parry window. That sucks. Oh well. So that tells me that attack can be parried. I just was doing it wrong. That was an epic fail. Yeah, that threw me off. I did the gunshot not even thinking it would work, and then I see him stagger and I went... I couldn't do anything about it. The pain. The pain. That giant enemy sucks, by the way, over there. Yeah, the jump from Bloodborne to something like Dark Souls is a culture shock. Because it, I was gonna say, because in Bloodborne, the game teaches you to be aggressive most of the time because you are a hunter. Like, you're not defending yourself, you are literally going out to slay prey. And something like Dark Souls, you need to be extremely defensive. So the big, like, mental switch is really hard, but I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 1 the last couple days, or last couple weeks in general. Because I did have to grind a little bit for Lady Maria, I won't even lie. But I've had to replay Dark Souls 1 3 times on videos, because the first one I did on Switch. Yes, I used to play Dark Souls 1 on Switch. You can laugh at me in the comments all you want, but in my defense, it was the only thing I had available to me at the time, so I just ended up buying the game. I think I quit the game before I even beat the Taurus Demon because of the poison rats that are underneath the dragon. It's super early on in the game, but I hated those motherfuckers with a burning passion, and I still do, but I know how to be, like, I know how to face them more now. Doesn't mean they don't suck, it just means I know more about it. Then the second time I replayed it on Switch, I got, I believe, all the way to Blighttown, and then after all the shit Nintendo's been doing, I've stopped supporting them, so because of that, I sold all my Nintendo products. Damn, he just whooped my ass on that one. Just, Nintendo as a whole has made a lot of really shitty business practices as of recent, and I just have grown to really dislike the company, so I don't support them anymore. So I sold my Switch, all my accessories, my 2DS, and all the accessories for that. So I had to stop the playthrough because of that, and now I'm doing the playthrough on my PS5, and because of that, I don't have any more fire paper.
So I can drink it.
Okay. The Moonlight Butterfly?
I just figured I would let you know.
I beat the Moonlight Butterfly, which is funny because that's now 2 Dark Souls or Soulsborne bosses that I accidentally beat off camera. I don't know, I used to love it a lot, but just a lot of the shit they've done recently is so scummy and just degenerate that I just can't keep supporting it. They literally tried to patent a game mechanic that's existed way before they started using it. Like, they tried to patent the summon a, like, ally mechanic, and then we're going at Palworld really hard, even though you can't own just a basic-ass game mechanic. Like, there have been so many games before Nintendo that have used that mechanic. That's not even the worst thing they've done, it's just because of a lot of that I've stopped supporting them. But Moonlight Butterfly... I think Moonlight Butterfly is optional. When you beat her, you get the soul of the Moonlight Butterfly, which you can either use, like, just use it like you would a soul. And you can get, like, I think 8,000 to 10,000, don't quote me on that, but I think you can get, like, 8 to 10,000 souls off of it. Or what you can do is keep it, and way later in the game, that was embarrassing. Or way later in the game, you can give the soul to, like, a blacksmith of some kind, I believe. And if I have that correct, then you can turn it into a, like, spear or something that has the soul of the Moonlight Butterfly literally infused in it, and it'll give it, like, more power. But from the research I've done, the Moonlight Butterfly weapon kinda sucks. So I just ended up using the soul. Same thing happens with the Iron Golem when you beat him, except the difference between the Iron Golem and the Moonlight Butterfly is the Moonlight Butterfly is optional, the Iron Golem is 100% required. Fuck! What? I went right through him! Y'all saw that shit, I went right through him. I went through him. But yeah, Dark Souls 1, it's a fun game. Every Soulsborne game has their problems. Like, I think something that's been a constant staple in FromSoft games is that there are times when you should not get hit by an enemy, yet you do. And vice versa, where there are times you should hit an enemy and you just don't. Admittedly, like, there are times where every game's gonna have some jank, but... like, Dark Souls 2 especially is notorious for having extremely janky hitboxes. Okay, I'm learning. When he does the drag move, if I dodge to the side, I have a much higher chance of success than if I do dodging straight backward. I landed a visceral! Let's go! And I'm at full health, too. And another one! Fuck you! I just laughed like a fucking monkey, but I really don't care. Yeah, it's a massive, like, change in... oh my god. It's a massive change in how it functions. Because the other thing is, like, there are shields in Bloodborne. There's only a few, but there are shields. But nobody ever uses them, because you can just parry. And the thing is, you can parry... I don't know if you can parry, per se, in Dark Souls 1. You can do backstabs, which are slightly different than the viscerals here. When you do a backstab in Dark Souls 1, all you have to do is walk up to them, and when you're really close to their back, just press R1 if you're playing on console. And I hate that mechanic only because, again, of the FromSoft jank. Because even after I learned how to do it, you could literally see it on stream. When I figured out how to do it, there were times when I should have fully, like, landed the backstab, and it just wouldn't work. I don't know. This isn't even about basic Bloodborne or Dark Souls anymore. This is just a rant about FromSoft mechanics, but yeah, it definitely is a massive, like, culture shock if you're not ready for it. Even if you are ready for it, it's a huge, like, shift. Bloodborne is the first ever FromSoft game I actually beat, and I'm working on beating all of them eventually. Like, I want to buy every single one and beat them all at some point. And the fact that I went back to Dark Souls 1 after playing a shit ton of Bloodborne, it was whooping my ass at first. But this is just me. I got used to the shift really quick. I'm not even trying to shit on you or anything. I'm just genuinely saying, I guess in my head, because I Bloodborne is not the first FromSoft game I've ever played. The first FromSoft game I ever played was Dark Souls 1. So I guess in my case it was a little different, but... Get fucked, bitch. But I have little to no blood vials or friggin' things left. Oh god. Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember seeing people do this. Oh my god. This is where the panic sets in. I've literally seen people do this. I've never... Oh my god, can you guys not fight on my lap right now? Two of the dogs that are here are literally fighting on my lap right now of all times. Can you not do this? Like, for the freaking Lord above, can you do this at any other point? How... Okay. Oh my god. Again, can you do this at any other point? What? What? What just happened? Again, can you guys fight anywhere else, homie? Fight somewhere else. Jesus. The funny thing is, this is like the 4th or 5th stream in a row where something bad has happened because of the dogs. Fight somewhere else. Go. Want to get your hands on Elden Ring? I have it. I will admit, and I know there are probably some people who are going to ask about this. Some people are probably going to ask why I haven't played Elden Ring in so long. To be honest, I just haven't wanted to play it for a long time now. I've been more focused on playing the Bloodborne DLC and playing Dark Souls 1 than playing friggin...
That does not mean come to me and fight. Get it.
Fight somewhere where there's no bystanders. Jesus. The worst part is it's a pug and a chihuahua who are play fighting, so that's going to be terrible to try and stop. Alright.
So they're both pugs.
I had the same experience, or I had a similar experience. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're going to put this conversation on hold for about 5 seconds. Can you guys fight elsewhere? Go! 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 Over there.
I'm plugging your VR thing.
Okay.
I need to plug in my headphones.
It's extremely... I apologize. I'm trying to deal with 2 gladiators battling in the middle of my Bloodborne playthrough. Okay, I'm setting the controller down here. But a lot of people who don't really play FromSoft games will just immediately assume that they're too hard. And I remember... I think everyone has that moment where they fight a boss or like an enemy and they think, oh, this is really stupid, this is hard. But then they come back to it later and they start to actually learn the patterns, and then they're like, okay, maybe this is not
of yours, because mine are dead. And it's like connected.
Probably to my laptop.
That's why I asked if you can disconnect them from whatever they connected to. Thank you.
Anyway, now that the chaos is over, I can just say what I wanted to say. Number 1, I will finish this PSA. To everyone wondering why I haven't really been playing Elden Ring, I do want to finish it, but Elden Ring is massive compared to the other FromSoft games. And it's just... I want to commit fully to Elden Ring. I don't want to have 3 FromSoft games that I'm playing simultaneously. Because right now, I'm jumping back and forth between Bloodborne and Dark Souls until I finish the Bloodborne DLC. Then when I finish the DLC... I'm going to go fight Gehrman like normal, and then I'm going to fight the Moon Presence, and then once I beat the Moon Presence, I'm probably going to be done streaming Bloodborne, unless I do like a co-op playthrough with somebody. Mainly Trevin Pro, but that's like, basically, unless that happens, once I finish the Moon Presence after the DLC, I'm done streaming Bloodborne. Because I've made a shit ton of content on it. And I know that if a YouTuber makes a shit ton of content on one game, it can get really annoying. But Elden Ring is such a massive game that I just want to be dedicated to it. Once I finish the Bloodborne DLC and the Moon Presence, and I settle in a little bit more, then I will start trying to make my way back into Elden Ring. Second point I was going to make. There was a boss, there's been a few bosses. I'm trying to think of the most notable one. Rom is a good example. In Bloodborne, Rom, when I first fought her, my first instinct was to just avoid the spiders, which you can do, but it will make your life a lot harder. So I thought the boss was really stupid, and I didn't play it for a bit. But then I realized when I came back, if I attack the back of the spider, it does a lot more damage, and if I just take my time, I can goad some of the spiders to come to me. I can kill them and then make a more clear path for me to do damage to Rom. But a lot of people who play... Oh my god, did the stream just die? Okay, we might be fine. I'm gonna wait for clarification that we did not... Okay. I wanted to wait for clarification from YouTube Studio that we did not just die on stream, but... If I remember correctly, I might be a little off with the percentage, so if it ends up being like 10 or 20% off, please don't yell at me, but if my memory serves me correctly, of the people who start playing Bloodborne, only like 20% of them actually finish the game. And it's like that for a lot of FromSoft games, where a lot of people will pick up the game, but a lot of them will either stop playing or quit because it's too hard. So when I started playing Bloodborne, the one thing I wanted in my mind to do was beat the game. I'm like, I don't care how many bosses I beat, I don't care if I get like only 60% complete. I want to beat the final boss and get the credits. And I want to do that with Dark Souls too. I know I could have went into the forest where you're at and have fought Sif and the Moonlight Butterfly, but I just ended up not doing it this time. Because Sif and the Moonlight Butterfly are both optional bosses. If I remember correctly, the first few required bosses are the Asylum Demon. Do you mind, sir? I'm trying to talk to my audience currently of one. That's a depressing statement. But the order of required bosses is Asylum Demon, Taurus Demon, Capra Demon. I think the Capra Demon's required because he gives you the key to the depths, if I remember correctly. The Gaping Dragon's required because he gives you the Blighttown key. Chaos Witch Keylog is required, if I remember correctly. And that's as far... Or no, not necessarily. She gives you the thing where you can go back up and you can fight the Iron Golem, which once you beat the Iron Golem, then that takes you to Anar Londo, which that's where I am right now, so I don't know what the next required boss is, but... Man, I've had a lot of streams recently where nobody's joined. I think my channel might just be dying very slowly. So first phase of Orphan is just parry as much as you can, and then once he goes apeshit, it's just kind of it's honestly just kind of like a shootout. If you can make it to the second phase, it's honestly just kind of a shootout. I thought he was going to do the one attack, and then he stopped halfway through. That attack can be parried, I just have to get the timing better. Like I proved earlier, you can parry that. I have to be patient. Okay. What is... Mans is not playing around. Jesus. June, again? Really? You guys are such invasive little creatures. Get. Go. Go. She's just walking all over my lap, all over my controller. The Lord, you are an invasive creature. Once he goes haywire, I gotta do a lot of running. Yeah, it's literally just, that's the best way I can put it, is once he gets to phase 2 and the wings come out, or whatever those are, just, you probably still can parry, but at that point, I wouldn't even bother. I want to try something. This is probably not a great idea, but I want to try and use it, see what happens. Hi, buddy. Yeah, because when I was doing this area, I should have fallen there. When I was doing this area, I thought this cage door over here led back to a shortcut, but it's literally just leading back to, fuck, what was the area? The fishing hamlet, I think? I don't know. This run back is really not that annoying in my eyes. It's just, there's like a 10% chance that when I go down that ladder, I'll get like stun locked by the lightning and then I'll just die because of it. It hasn't happened in a while, so knock on wood, it won't happen again, but it happened quite a few times when I was trying to get down here. Yeah, the elevator probably comes down here, but I really don't mind this run back. Not nearly as much as the friggin' run back that I had to do when fighting Chaos Witch Keylog in Dark Souls 1. Because in Blighttown, it's literally just a massive poison swamp, so... Yay, thanks for the 500 echoes. I really appreciate it. This weapon might be too slow for this fight, to be honest. I don't know. I want to try a parry. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to hit L2 and I hit L1. That's embarrassing. What if I just don't parry? I know that's probably the worst thing I could say right now, but I want to see. My caveman brain wants to see. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Low-key. I hate saying this, but this low-key might be a better strategy. At least for phase 1, this low-key might be a better strategy. Because that seems to stagger him somewhat. So that genuinely might be a better strategy. At least for someone like me who sucks at parrying. Come on, big boy. Well, technically small boy because you're literally a child, but you're bigger than I am, so you're big boy. Yeah. But no, that I like that a lot. It's just I have to... Maybe I could use a Beast Blood pellet. I have quite a few of those. Which is a sentence I don't think I've ever said in my life, but... I have quite a few Beast Blood pellets, so I kind of want to see if that makes a difference. I'm trying to take this as a learning opportunity, so I'm not even really that upset about it. I just throw pebbles at him. Now I just want to see someone make a video. Is it possible to kill the Orphan of Kos with only pebbles? Probably not. Only because of the fact that you have a 99 storage cap. If you had like a 1,000 storage cap and you literally maxed out on pebbles, it might be doable. The amount of time that would take, though, would be Lord knows how long. Beating every friggin' Bloodborne boss by only using pebbles. God, that would be... Thank you, ladder physics. See? That happens sometimes. Yeah, whatever. it's not like I'm losing 40, 50,000 echoes or anything. Ladder physics go burr. Ladder physics go burr. Again, with feeling. His scream in agony. I don't know if you watched the video. I'm not trying to promote my own content, but this just reminded me of something. The video I just did recently where me and Ramchi were messing around in the Bloodborne character creator. He was at the section where you pick a voice, and he was sampling it. And one of the sample noises that, if you pick the old voice or the aged voice, it's just him going, ah! It just sounds so friggin' stupid. Oh. Can't touch despair. No. I need to sing less. That's all the friggin' Anar Londo stream was just me singing, because nobody was watching. I said this in a comment, but me singing usually happens more often when I'm either extremely tired or there's like nothing happening. Like if nobody's in the chat, if nobody's like actively engaging with me and I'm just doing like, what is it? If I'm just doing like grinding or something and I don't really have much to say, then I'll just start like humming a song so that I don't die of literal boredom. Alright, let's see if this makes any difference. Yeah, I like that. Why did that still hit me? I'm not entirely sure, but we just switched sides. Ow. Ow. No! I do a lot more damage now, which is good. I was not trying to roll forward, I was trying to roll backward. Okay, I don't like blaming games for things, but I'm going to blame that death on the fact that I was clearly trying to roll backward, and for some reason it rolled me forward. That's happened more often than you might think. I will literally try and roll, like, backward, or I will roll in another direction, and the game will do the animation where it'll do this. Like, it'll make me do that straight into an attack, and it'll kill me. And I never understand why. It's like, that's clearly not what I was trying to do, yet it's what you made me do. I think the video was literally just like 8 to 9 minutes of him just dying at the character creator. Which is funny, because that video got more views than the... I think that video got more views than the video of me and him playing Phasmophobia. I don't know, man. I have like 1,500 videos at this point. I've been doing YouTube for almost a decade. This year, technically, will be 9 years that I've been doing YouTube. And it will be technically a full-blown decade that I've even had a YouTube channel. It's just, for the first, like, year that I had a channel, I didn't actually upload anything. I've been doing this for almost a decade, man. In, like, 3 months, it'll be 9 years that I've been doing content. Lord. Why have I subjected myself to almost a decade of this? I literally told someone that not that long ago, and their reply was, "Man, you're a YouTube OG," and I'm like, okay, I feel really old now. Come on. Thank you for your sacrifice. See, that was the whole point I was making. Like, when I do that, it staggers him, but when I was using the Holy Blade, it didn't. So, maybe there is merit to doing this. See, that kind of staggers him. Doesn't seem to be very smart, because I'm still taking a decent bit of damage, but I'm doing pretty much as much damage to him as he's doing to me. Oh shit, okay, back up. So there are downsides to this strategy. There are, in fact, a few downsides to that strategy. If I can manage to dodge him, I will do insane damage. But that's the key, those are the key words. If I manage to dodge him. I think I've been doing YouTube videos since I was 12. I believe that's when I uploaded my first video. I didn't start doing it regularly till I was like 14, but I think the very first YouTube video I ever uploaded was when I was, I think 12. Oh shit. Well. When your legs don't work like they used to before. Why are you on my lap? June just crawled onto my lap. Hi. I was trying to play Bloodborne. You wanna say hi to the mic? You can probably hear her already. Yeah. Is that so? Is that what you think? Is that your opinion? Is that your opinion? Yeah. 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 You're gonna play bite me? Yeah. Are you a vicious killer? I think YouTube does have a clip feature, it's just very weird. Yeah. What, June? Are you a vicious predator? Am I your next prey? Huh. I know it sounds really weird on your guys' end, but keep in mind the dog I have on my lap is a Chihuahua pug mix. She is like literally just the size of my leg. What? What's Smitty, huh? You gonna sit and watch me get my ass kicked by an orphan? Which is also another sentence I never thought I'd say. But no, I did my first YouTube video on December 9th, 2016. I literally remember it. I was living in a hotel at the time because of a lot of family stuff I won't publicize on YouTube, obviously, but I was living in a hotel at the time, and it was like midnight, and I had this bag of like sour candy. Like it was really, they were shaped like gumballs, but they were really sour, and they weren't actually gumballs. It was just like basic, really chewy sour candy. So I decided to do a video on it, and the funny thing is, for some reason it had no audio, so it was just quiet footage of me trying sour candy and talking to no one. And then I think I did a couple videos where I played games, but it was just my face because I didn't know how to capture a game. So like I did a couple Happy Wheels videos, like I think I did 3 or 4, but it was literally, you were just looking at my face. You weren't seeing any gameplay whatsoever. It was just camera. Because again, I wasn't smart enough to use OBS or any other platform that could like actively record both. So it was just watching this random 12 to 13 year old play Happy Wheels without actually seeing the game. You were just watching my face. And the sad part is a decent few people actually watched those videos. My very first ever active watcher was a hater. I don't even say that to be funny, I say it because legitimately the first guy to actively, continuously comment on my content was a pure hater. Just, dude would only just say really bad, mean things about all of the videos I've ever made. But he was commenting on every video, so like at the end of the day, ow. So at the end of the day, he was giving me engagement. So he's actually helping more than he was hurting, but I think I created my channel on October 8th, 2015, and then I just didn't upload a video for like almost a year. Because I think I initially created it to just watch and comment on other people's content. Like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, those were the 2 biggest ones I would watch. I don't really watch Jacksepticeye anymore. I don't have a thing against him, I just kind of fell out of favor of watching him. I will still watch Markiplier every so often, Like, he just released a 3 Scary Games video that I watched a little bit of. But it's like maybe once a week that I'll watch him, and not nearly as often as it used to be. Now the main creator I watch, unironically, is Moist Critical. Like, he's the main creator I watch most of nowadays. Which is funny, because I remember back in, like, 2022, 3, maybe a little earlier than that, I said that he was really unfunny and that his content was super uninteresting, and then I watched, like, one video from him, and next thing you know, I was hooked, and now I mainly just watch him. Whenever he uploads anything, I will sit and watch almost the entire video. So it's funny how the turntables, but... I also unironically started saying Bloodborne was not that good of a game, and then I played it once, and here we are now. I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah, this year will be 9 years of me doing videos, 10 years of me having a channel, and next year will officially be a decade that I've been making YouTube content. Shit's nuts. That still hits me, but okay. Shit, bro. Maybe this is not a viable strategy. Which sucks, because that means if I do the parry strategy, it's gonna take forever. Lord. Okay, let's revert strategies back to the old one, and let's see. Because with that strategy, I made it a decent way in Phase 2, I guess. I'm gonna hold off on using the Beast Blood pellets until I get to Phase 2. Because I can buy more. Oh. Once again, was not paying any attention. How do I get back up? I think there's a ladder. Oh, what is this? Thanks for the blood vials, I guess? I believe there's a ladder on the other side of this building that I can use to get up. Not here. Excuse me one moment. Ow. This one, yeah. Ow. Alright, note to self, pay attention. Otherwise that happens. But yeah, I'll go back to the other strategy.
Soccer called.
Fun.
No.
I know, no, I'm just saying. I don't know. I feel like if I'm going to effectively beat this boss, I have to start actually learning the parry windows. Instead of just trying to fire at everything. Which is going to be weird mentally for me to get past, because I'm so used to... What was the other boss that would... Martyr Ligarius. When I fought him, I got to the second phase, and... If you don't know, when you fight Martyr Ligarius, his first phase, he'll just sit and kind of like... He'll do some melee attacks, but they're very far and few in between. Most of the time he'll dodge back and then keep sending these like homing skulls at you. Then when you get to the second phase, he switches his offense and pretty much becomes entirely melee based, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to parry him. And I'm so used to literally when anything charges at me, I'll just fire a bullet and boom, it's parried, but here, it's not going to be that forgiving. And I don't want to use the old Hunter Bone because I want to save every bullet I can get. Not gonna parry that. Yet I'm gonna try and parry the next one, which is literally the same thing. Ow. I have to fight my own brain for a lot of this. Fight the instincts that I've gained from the rest of the game. Okay, that didn't work. That worked somehow? I have no clue, but that worked somehow. I legitimately have no clue how that even worked. What attack are you doing? Okay, that doesn't work. I'm just not even gonna stay near you for that. Okay, focus. Okay, that attack just... I don't think that one can be parried. Nice. Again, I have to fight my own brain here. Fight all the instincts that I've gotten from other hunter bosses. Come in for one stab, then back up. Then one stab, back up. Okay, that parry window didn't work because I got hit, but that's fine. I'm running out of bullets very fucking quickly. I have to stop trying to parry that one. I have to stop parrying the spin because then it ends with me wasting a bullet. Oh shit. Maybe when he's doing these far attacks when I'm not near, then I could try and parry that, but... Dear Lord. Is this phase 2? Not yet. This will probably be phase 2, though. Yeah, this is phase 2. Okay, we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna switch to just the run and gun strategy, because I don't think the parry window's gonna work much anymore. I can try, but I really don't think it's gonna work well anymore. That's such a stupid attack. Really, homie? What are we doing?
If you want to, you can come with.
That didn't really answer my question.
Ow. I would answer it better if I actually knew what the fuck was going on.
Does he know I'm live at the moment?
Yep, I mentioned it.
And just doesn't care, I'm guessing?
Pretty much. But you don't have to come with.
I guess I'm just curious what's going on.
I don't know, like I said. You think I was really paying attention on the phone call?
Well, no. I'm just saying. If you ask where I am, just tell him I'm live.
I already told him that when he called me. So I shall be back.
Alright. No, please. Okay, thank you. It came back. Maybe I come back. You can blame it all on me. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, not my kids, but the kids of the people we're staying with at the moment. And one of them pretty much just sits and hogs the TV all day. So when 3-ish o'clock rolls around, I'm gonna have to stop the stream anyway, regardless. But, okay. Again. I hear yous. Okay, this leap attack, or yeah, that. Let's say whatever attack he does first, I'm not even gonna bother. Don't waste bullets. Again, it's such a tight window. Okay, I'm convinced that, again, certain attacks you just probably can't parry. Because it seems like you really can't. Regardless of when you land the bullet, that spin attack, it doesn't seem like you can parry that. Well, that one I just fire way too early, but... I know it's not smart, but it genuinely does seem like the only thing I can really do with how bad I am at this game is just the dodge and try and stay behind him the whole time thing, which is not smart, but again, I'm gonna run out of materials, too. Like, there's gonna be a point where I run out of bullets. So I guess I'll just keep trying the fight until I get to that point where I'm running out of materials. I don't have any fire or bolt paper left, but that's not really, like, required. That's just more of, like, a little damage boost. It would only really be useful in Phase 2 anyway. This guy's a pain in the ass, which is why I just avoid him a majority of the time. Again. Okay, June, you are really cute, but your weight on my lap is not good. I know. You're sleepies, I know. I also have to get up so I can plug my laptop in. Okay. Uppies. Oh. Uppies. Uppies. Come on. Come on. You can still lay on the couch, just please not on my lap. I don't know. Worst case scenario, I can grind a little bit more. I have a pretty set way to grind. Like, there's two areas that I'll just go back and forth between. I'll go back and forth between the Upper Cathedral Ward and the Lunarium second floor. No, the lecture building, that's what it's called. Because if I activate the runes that make it so I... What is it? If I activate the runes that make it so I get more echoes when I do a visceral attack, and I get more echoes, like, in general, then I can run through the entire lecture building and get, like, 40,000 echoes out of it. So if I just run through that once or twice, getting as many viscerals as possible, within, like, 1 or 2 runs, and within, like, 5-ish minutes, I will have enough to level up again. I don't want to just be a bitch, though, and just resort to just over-leveling to the point where I don't even have to do what the boss wants me to do, but at the same time, this is widely considered to be the hardest fight in the entirety of Bloodborne, and one of the hardest fights in FromSoft history as a whole, so... I want to beat him legitimately. I've gotten really far in, and I want to say that I beat the Orphan legitimately without just mass power leveling, but... That's one. Oh, that's a full heal, pretty much. I thought it was just a partial heal. Okay, that was my fault. I did not expect him to do another attack after that. Yeah, I don't think that swing attack can be parried. Either that, or I need to wait a long-ass time. You have so much range, it's so annoying. I know Okay, well, fuck you too. I know because of the fact that he has so much range that I'm not going to be able to win just a punch out with him, but that's like my go-to is just immediate fucking punch out. And here we go again. I know, like I said, I know he's going to outrange me every time, and I don't know enough about him to where I can just effortlessly dodge enough of his attacks to do the Beast Pellet Whirligig Saw strategy. If I knew more about him, and I had maybe a little bit more health to work with, then I could potentially do that. But, I don't know. We'll get it eventually. I'm gonna keep throwing my head at the wall until I eventually beat him. Or banging my head against the wall, that's the phrase, until I eventually beat him. Even if it's not this stream, we will get it done. Because, like I said, once you get to phase 2, it's pretty much just, at least in my eyes, it's just a brawl at that point. So if I can get to phase 2, I can switch to the Whirligig Saw, and as long as I have a little bit of luck with dodging and other things, I could pop a Beast Pellet and potentially just barely edge out a win. Getting there is the hard part. I think it's very similar to Ludwig, where his first phase is really hard, but once you get past his first phase, the second phase is really not that difficult. Like, I struggled with Ludwig's first phase, and then I only died, like, maybe twice to his second phase, and then it was literally just the thing where once I got to the second phase, I was a lot more confident. And then I think my third try, actually, where I got to the second phase, I beat him. So I think it's literally the same thing here, where phase 1 is a son of a bitch, but if I can beat phase 1 and get to phase 2, it'll be a lot easier. Easier with quotations, because it's still not easy, but... yeah, that timing is so weird. That was partially luck, I won't even lie. I'm not even going to pretend that that was all skill, that was partially luck. What? Again? I hate when that happens. And I'm not going to be able to capitalize on that. I hate the little throw attack that he does where he just hurls it at you. Because you can dodge the actual projectile, but that's why it's stupid. You can dodge the projectile, but the little explosion afterward is pretty much guaranteed to hit you. It's essentially a guarantee, unless you're, like, really fucking fast. Honestly, at that point, I think it's just safer to take the projectile, because it does less damage than the fucking explosion does. Wait, I'm alive! Can you stop doing that, homie? Like, seriously, it's annoying. God, he's hitting me with, like, god-level precision. Lord almighty. He is literally stomping a mud hole in me and walking it fucking dry right now. Why does it not work? I don't understand. I land the friggin' visceral, but then when I actually have to do the other thing, it just doesn't work. I don't understand. I don't understand. What? Y'all are seeing this shit, right? I'm not insane. Yet, anyway. Like, Please tell me someone else is witnessing this bullshit that is currently happening. Please, I'm not insane. Is it because of the slopes? Like the little slope in the battlefield? Because I know Bloodborne is really weird where if you land a visceral on like a slope or stairs and you get next to him, sometimes it just won't trigger because of the fact that you're on a slope. Like, is that it? Is like the little divot making it so it's really hard for it to register that I actually am visceraling him? Like, is that it? That's like the only explanation I can give. Otherwise, this is fucking broken. Okay, back up. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try and visceral that, I'm just gonna be safe. Come on. I dodged that somehow. I don't know, I just fired a shot and hoped that it would work, to be honest with you. There we go, fucking hell. About time. Like, took fucking long enough. And, again. Okay, this has got to be phase 2. This has to be. This has to be phase 2. Alright, switch strategies. This probably isn't a good idea, but still, I'm gonna attempt to switch strategies. Wait, hold on. I want to see if it's still possible to visceral him in this stage. I don't even know if you can. Like, is it possible to still visceral him? I don't think so. Ow. Okay, okay. I only have 3 blood vials left, too. That's the thing. What the fuck? I don't like the leaping attacks. I don't like it. Oh, you're over there. You're like all the way over there. What? I don't even want to know what's happening behind me. He can summon lightning? Since when? I've never seen him do that. Since fucking when can he summon lightning? You need to die, homie. You are an abomination! I mean, technically I am too, but, like, fuck you. Please, I only have 1 blood vial. No! Shit. I only had 1 blood vial. How did I not get hit that like, entire time, Borderline? I think the only hit I took was the lightning. Until that point. No, damn it. Okay. So, it kind of confirms my theory, I guess. Where when you get to phase 2, it's kind of just a brawl at that point. I didn't know he could summon lightning. I didn't know he could summon lightning. Why? I was not told about this. I need to plug in my laptop. And there's no outlet near the thing, so I'm literally gonna have to just look at the chat from really far away. But I didn't know he could summon lightning. Man. Okay. I got really close. I only have 3 blood vials, like, total. Fuck, man, that's not good. I think it might be grinding time again soon for more of them. I can give him 1 more try. Fact of the matter is that unless this run is pretty much fucking perfect, I don't think it's gonna happen. God damn it. He's just spent most of the time beating me to a friggin' pulp. Oh, that's different, okay. Google sent me an email like, we've updated some settings, and I'm like, wait, did you just... I thought it, like, auto-made it so my current account, the one I'm streaming on, was going to be restricted, but no, it was for something else. And it was something completely different. Again. Again. Christ, I don't know. I might be done for now. That might be like the signal to be done. Go grab some more blood vials and bullets off stream and then try again. Shows I can do it. And I'm pretty freaking confident I'm gonna have the weekend essentially to myself, so I should be able to do a little bit more then, but I want to give him one more try. Just because I need to get some experience in with, like, how his moves work. Fuck you too then, buddy. It's probably not going to succeed. Unless I do a thing where I pull out like a godlike clutch, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Dude, get the fuck in. In. All three of you. Hi, bro.
What is that?
Clothing.
From him?
Huh?
From him?
Yeah.
Did he just like have a bunch of extra clothes that he didn't need? Or did you guys like stop somewhere?
Because I've been out by his car this whole time. It's ready. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Alright, one more try at this.
He said he got it for free from some random chick on Facebook. Well, you know. Some 2x for you so you can start done.
2x is gonna be way too big.
Will you stop licking me? Fuck.
Yeah, I think that's probably where we're gonna end it at. I'm gonna go get more, just off stream, get more blood vials and some bullets, and then maybe like one level up, depending on how it is. Might be for either endurance or strength. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for chatting to everyone. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Go check out his streams. I'm sorry I can't read the name from this far, because the laptop's across the room, but...
Do you want me to go read it?
That's fine. It's like TJGGER or something. Something like that. I don't know. But with that, I will see all of you later. Bye.